Hello and welcome back to our Indian playthrough, or welcome to it for the first time if this is the first time you're watching it. My name's Martin from Strat Chat, and we are trying. Well, we've just formed the kingdom of the Tamils here. There's a few bits of it that elude us still, but we're gonna be concentrating now on development. Okay, so we're going to be building buildings and development. So the key thing here is this 11 monthly income. We want to be seeing that going up all the time. And we're also going to be, because we've got sort of quite a good capacity for domains. So we're going to have a quick look at our structure. I'm hopefully just putting it up here, and you can see this. I am the Raj or Duke of Pandya, and I own all the constituent counties. You can see I've just put myself a tick there so I can show that. And the same in Chola, which is, if I put these up, Chola next to it, and all of those. Those are going to be my key 6 counties. I'm going to develop them as much as I can in today's playthrough. I'm not going to worry about the other 2. They're like bonus ones, because it might be that my heir doesn't have the same capacity. 8 is quite high. And then we got these other regions to consider. So Tondai Nadu, for example, is the current duke is this guy called Dana. He's evil, so there's nothing much I can do with him. I can try to vassalize him, or I think in the long run he's not an important part of my kingdom. But one of his guys from Nugondo, as you can see here, Vikram, as I've been calling him, has really, really high learning. And in addition to that really, really high learning, he is my target religion. So actually, he's actually my religion, isn't he? I am Shaivite. Yeah. If I can vassalize that guy, I can make him my Rajpurohit. That word has changed in this game so far. I'm not quite sure what that is. And in fact, vassalising him is not inconsequentially difficult. In fact, we're only a really, really, really short way away, a little bit of money, or swaying him. Now, I am actually swaying my wife, I think, at the moment. Yes. So I think I'm going to let that finish, because it'd be quite nice for her to like me a little bit more. But then we're going for Vikram, and we'll vassalise him. And that will increase the size of our realm, and at the same time, hopefully, provide me with a very good church religious counsellor. Why do I not remember what that's called? So looking here at the realms tab, we've still got Sri Lanka under one leader. It's perfectly conquerable. I mean, they've got significant allies, and we'd have to, if we were serious, we'd have to, even with their allies, this is a force that we could build ourselves up easily to take over. I'm not a huge distance away from. Hang on, next one up is Exalted Among Men. Yes, I'm actually not that far off completing Illustrious, and then it would be, and then it would be Exalted Among Men, and I'd be able to do the subjugation war against him. But I wonder if there are other ways. He's got a lot of children, and they're mostly boys. Son, and son. So all of these people will inherit. So it's very, very difficult to see how I can kind of like switch one of my children into that line of succession. So I think that realistically we're probably looking at conquering Sri Lanka towards the end of this ruler's life, or possibly the beginning of the next person. Looking at my heir, I mean, he's only 8 years old. He seems to be coming along. He's got quite good stats. His learning is abysmal, though. He's actually gone for the diplomacy trait. I'm not sure if that was the right thing to do. He's got lots of other brothers. We need to be thinking about where they go. That would be the most useful for him. Lovely, he's a lisper. He's only one. We'll leave him for a little while. They're all being educated. I do want to think about my court tutor. She's excellent, so that's really, really good. Okay, so immediate goals are to increase monthly gold, to go on a pilgrimage because I want to change my religion, but that's not so urgent, and to get Vikram into my kingdom. So what are the key things to be building? Well, starting my capital. Do you know what though? I'm very tempted to change my capital to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 baronies. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's actually phenomenally rich, isn't it? As long as it stays in my kingdom, that's fine. Tempted to move it because I've got this wrong. Here we go. Because we've got this special building here. It'd be really, really nice to build this as well. But 20% of holding taxes when the holding taxes are low is not that powerful. So I think this is something that we'd be looking at building a little bit down the road. The first thing to be doing is, I should have farm fields, I should have manor houses, all of these things I should be building up. So we've only got 5 gold at the moment. Let's just think about how we are. Got 100% everywhere. No, we've got 3 counties without 100%. So what is my marshal doing? Currently, okay, that's fine. So he is currently working on these, and that's going to improve our income substantially over time. Let's have a look at the notifications here. I don't want to imprison my mum. It's my mum, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not imprisoning my mum. I'm going to change my realm capital to the capital of the kingdom. Makes no difference, really. You see, I've got very few vassals, and they are weak, which makes 180 sound like a lot. I want to get 270. Okay, let's go for the safer option. It does mean I can now start building things. So let's pop into my capital. And this is what we want, is manor houses, because that's only 150 and it's going to give me 0.7 a turn. Excellent. I don't think I'm going to be able to build anything else with... I can. Maggiore. So I'm saving up. So what can I build there? Oh, military camps. Okay. Military camps will come in time, but what I want is farms and fields here, so I need more money for that. And it's only one building, and it's going to take some time to build it. But it's about the snowballing, isn't it? So eventually, we're going to have much, much higher income. Okay, I think at 141, I think we can build farms and fields. Okay, I think we need to improve our grandeur a little bit. I want to focus on this one. I don't want to spend too much because it's important to me this money to be going up. But this is only going to cost me 0.2, and it's going to increase my prestige. And it's prestige that I want to be kind of building on at the moment. The reason being that I want this number to be going up. Okay, I think this guy is trouble. He's my father-in-law. He's a treacherous villain. He's been a great marshal and he helped me win all those wars. But he's trying to murder people. So I think we need to get rid of him. I can't dismiss him. And I can't imprison him because he's an ally. So we've got to go for murder. Here he is. Offer vassalage. No. But we're going to sway him. I hate when that's gone down. Turn home disappointed. I only gained 50. I mean, I've barely gained anything from that. We have now discovered mots. Let's just have a look at our culture. We have a terrible culture. It's just a boring culture. Sure, we can build tribal era fortifications. Barracks is interesting, like that in 9 years. It's not yet the year 900s. We can't start looking at these yet. Yeah, got another few years, but I think we're doing quite well. I think we need to improve our science game. I feel like I'm kind of treading a very delicate tightrope between getting enough prestige to protect my kingdom from a succession crisis and using my resources to develop what I've got. Right, we got to get rid of this guy. So let's condemn him. See, our money's gone right down, and it's because of him, because he doesn't like us. We've got to get rid of him. We've got to get rid of him with someone who does like us. My cousin. Now, money should go back up. Yeah, excellent. But he's terrible. He's absolutely terrible. Super. Let's hope Mum doesn't find out. We've got a marshal of equal capability. In fact, this guy's even a little bit better. And in terms of, yeah, I mean, he's honourable. He's much, much better. I think one of the main problems with Vikram is it's 67%. It's by no means certain that I'll sway him. Oh, that's nice. That's due to my Queen's average stewardship skill. Yeah, 150. That's nice. That's going to be very helpful. Okay. So let's see where we can build mansions. Okay, the other thing that I'm really, really thinking I should be doing, and actually I might save up for it now, is to develop these further with additional city. Would be 327, 366, a lot of money. But once they get going, they grow themselves. You just kind of like just ignore them and they just grow. Like sort of say somewhere like this, it's just been growing away. He's got 95. Shortly he'll spend it on some sort of an improvement. I mean, there's nothing to stop us going to level 2. What about with the mansions? Nothing to stop us going to level 2. Okay, we just need absolutely tons of money, and the thing is, I also want to feast. How old am I? I'm only 29. Okay, I'm going to try and relax about the prestige and the new laws for the 2 duchies. I've got time to do that and focus on it when I've built up my money a bit more. But it is absolutely fascinating. But I want to be a real power based on my kingdom before I start to expand. Yeah. It's actually they're at war with each other. Okay, the 2 people that I want to vassalise are at war with each other. Okay, can I vassalise this guy? No, he's a long way from accepting. Rome is distant. Okay, well, that'll get easier when I make up some of the difference. Right, that's very powerful. So there are still places in my domain, including the Maldives, that have terrible control. So let's bring Mulovagil up, and let's just see what difference it made getting. Okay, so that's the one that's coming up. It's this one that's now on 0.5, which is actually reasonable. Can I just say, if you are still watching and getting something out of this, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you. So I guess the first thing is just to check everywhere has the sort of low-hanging fruit. This one certainly doesn't, so let's... Right, we have hill forts here. Right, so basically this place is hills. So are we tempted to make this more of the military thing? Hill farms, hill forts, hunting grounds, barracks. I am kind of quite tempted by this. So the fields are very, very good economically, but this is a way of improving the heavy infantry that we've got. I think that's a really good idea. Out of infantry, are we maxed out on these guys yet? By no means. Tempted to get rid of these. That'll save me a little bit of money. So we're going to get to 20 a turn. That's the plan. Okay, right. So I failed to sway him, but I can offer vassalage with low feudal obligations. Right, that's nice. Got the extra prestige there. But I've got a faction. Let's see what they're up to. So it's just an ordinary population one. And 150. Right, we're very, very close now to being able to make one of these duchies add the law to the duchy to make it that I can keep it with my primary heir. Excellent. Got stacks of dosh. Why has it gone down so much? I'm not sure about that. So you see, one of the key things is because I am dominating control of the counties, I don't really need to worry about overpowerful dukes. I control the vast majority of the counties. As this realm expands, I'll have to think much, much more carefully about how I control them. We're going to add this law. Add laws, feudal elective, add law. Okay. We then just simply need to, if you look at the electors, it's me. And I am going to, who do I want to be my heir? I mean, okay, he's an adult, but he's mediocre. Do you know what? Look, I can always change it. Let's just keep it simple. He's my oldest son. We'll give it to him. He's, at the moment, also going to be the king. So I'd have to disinherit him, essentially. So let's, which I'm not at the moment planning to do. So let's just vote for him. So now in a reasonably good position that Chola Nadu, the duchy and all the counties will go to my primary heir as well as the kingdom title. But I need to do the same thing with the Panjiraj. So because I've not yet been able to do the Panjiraj law for feudal elective, all my resources from now on are going into the Chola Raj. Okay, so that's great. We're going to have another city holding here, and then we'll build a temple holding, and we'll be really, really making this more and more powerful all the time, more and more important. The more I think about it, the more I think I want my second son to take over, but we've got to sort out lots of things first. Right, we're getting closer and closer to popular figurehead. It's going to be nice because it's going to get rid of one of our problems. Just being this level 2, tier 2 steward, it's slow going, isn't it? Because that's what we want, and then we're actually going to go nick some territory from our naughty, kind of recalcitrant vassals like this chap here. Right, I'm at 20. Cool, that's where I wanted to be. I've got to get this 1,500 prestige. Do you know, one way might be to seduce my wife, but I'm still working on this guy and he absolutely hates me. We are getting there though. Okay, we vassalise this guy and I'll try and romance my wife. About time, really. She's going to be about 9 kids. But I can hold a feast. Let's go for it. I've just had a nice boost to my prestige, and now with a feast, I'm going to get another little boost, I hope. Okay, welcome friends. Okay, so there are now no factions against me. My vassals have chilled out. Vikram has chilled out. Okay, eager revelry is reasonably good. Okay. Okay, right. That's what we're going to do. We'll carry on swaying him until we can. We have to sway him successfully once, and we can vassalise him, and then we're going to go and deal with Vikram, and we're going to deal with Vikram by making him like us. and then revoking his titles. Okay, that's how we're going to do it. By that time, we'll be able to have 2 more counties in our domain. Okay, nice. We can unlock that. The elephants. I'm building up this kingdom. Right, that's fully... all the baronies are established there. All the baronies are established there. This guy's building up money, so he should be able to carry on developing it. Wish his stewardship was a little bit higher, but 'tis what it is. One third of the way to that. That's the key thing for me. Right, so is Pilgrim helping me much? Adding 10% to my piety. At least now I'm in positive and growing rather than getting worse. That's good news. Ah! Right, we're there. So I want to convert to this faith. Oh, she's great. Okay, good. So it's been really, really successful. So changing has given me this lady. Glory to Tripura Sundari. Or I can go for... Well, how much does she like me? I think we'll go for this one. Very close to forming a friendship, and she gains 50 of me, which will bring my money back up. This is the one we want. Right, okay. So she's got much, much higher learning. And as soon as I get to here, I'm probably going to change to the education focus. But this will have improved our education situation anyway. Right, also, let's get this lady converting. Do my capital first. Only 7 years because she's quite capable. I think that was a really good move. Ultimately, I want the whole of this kingdom to share this religion, and in time I will probably reform it. Not reform it, create a new kind of Hindu faith. I'm going to get this up to full strength. We're only hanging on to those for now. Once our army increases a little bit, we'll get rid of it. Right, he now controls everything. So he's become high priority. But I'm going to get a territory off my vassal here first, and also in any case I'm saving up prestige. Okay, Gambika, will you give up your revoked title? 65%. We'll risk that. Okay. Okay, so we've got a few places in our control that are not at 100%. So let's get the marshal onto that job. I mean, this is terrific. Once I get it up to 100%, this is terrific. Mud brick towers, logging camps, and a small harbour. Up here, the new one. Less good. No, very good, very good, very good indeed. So again, we need to get these up to 100%. Right, next job. Let's start to sway this guy. So, we're not a huge way off. If we look at the numbers, it's about opinion. His opinion of us is -16. So if we get into the positive, we'll be getting quite close. So let's start swaying him. Ooh, I'm tempted to do this with money then. Send a gift, gain 60 opinion. It's a lot of money. Offer vassalage. Okay, right, we'll carry on swaying him. The revoked title, she won't accept it. On decline, she starts a war with other disgruntled vassals. There are no other disgruntled vassals. Okay, what duchy is this in? Okay, so what I want to do is to do that with let's just keep going. Fabulous. Absolutely amazing. I just don't want the stress. $400 is all we now need. If we get to that 400, we'll stop for today. Oh. So I've actually got an heir with really impressive traits. Chaste is an odd one. But in age, at 16, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 older kids. He's never going to become king. Right, a couple of years and we might be able to pull it off. Okay. Vassal tax contribution, perfect. And then we're going to change to the learning trait. Okay, so we've lost one, so we don't want any more counties, so we leave, unfortunately named Pyrtle of Kumbum alone. I was thinking about taking her county off her, but with 10 out of 10, that's our balance point. All we need is 1,500 here. Any other things that we can buy, just phenomenally powerful. I'm going to carry on increasing the size of this. Might as well. That can be improved. That's where I should be putting my money in at the moment. In fact, let's go for that. So really, I mean, the Chola Raj is becoming very, very profitable to me. If I can get this 1,500 prestige, I can do the same with the Pandya Raj and then really set up for a very good long game. So let's go to my duchies, Pandya Nadu, add law, feudal elective, add law. Let's do the votes. Okay. Right, so I've secured the succession in the sense that I've got a kingdom title, my primary heir will win that. Also, I have got my 2 key duchies. I own all of the counties in there. Those will all go to my primary heir. So we've guaranteed a very, very successful succession. I'm going to stop at that point. These are the things that I'm thinking about. Is it worth gaining it and then using that to get the rest through normal diplomacy, doing a subjugation war against Sri Lanka, which will also give me this little bit up, this little bit up here, which is actually Tamil, and working our way towards getting an empire title. Because with all of those, I'd probably be, quite big, and I would probably only have to. I could probably attack this person. I mean, how many? What is the size of her realm? I'm not sure how the quick way of finding this out. She's got lots of alliances. But I could probably take her. She has Lenkas. They're good, but they're not special. Yeah. So actually, I think what I'm going to be doing is thinking carefully about who I really want to be my successor. The guy that's there at the moment is a serial murderer. He isn't spectacular. His brother's a little bit better. I'm thinking about perhaps trying to manipulate the situation, well, disinherit him, and put his brother on the next throne. We'll carry on building up, but now we've got the feudal elective in the Thikana of Madurai. We can start developing all of these, and all of this. And all of this, and all of this. I mean, it's just absolutely awesome at the potential. And at the age of 47, in reasonably poor health, but at the age of 47, he's still got quite a long way to go. So I think I've got to think very carefully about expanding too far. I definitely want to be able to take this bit from Sri Lanka, these bits over here, but I don't think I have. Yes, the only casus belli I have is subjugation to take the whole lot. I mean, I could just take the whole lot. It'd be interesting in how many counties I would get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11. It's actually doable, isn't it? 11 would put me on 28. Becoming the king of Andhra, which all I do is need the money. I mean, I can have that in no time. Would allow me to vassalise these quite quickly. This may be too powerful for me, but he probably isn't. And I get to find out how good the horses are. All right, do you know what? The elephants are. Okay, so we're going to stop there. We are going to carry on a little bit of development, but we're going to be preparing to become the emperor of the Deccan Empire. And I think I can do it in my lifetime if I keep the stress down and possibly change my lifestyle focus once I've got scientific. Maybe go along to the whole of body one, get the small health boost and work down through some of these just to give myself longer to live. And all that is what's going to be happening tomorrow. I definitely want to see these elephants going into action. Also want them up to full strength as well. Okay, well, I look forward to doing that with you tomorrow. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.